All right, cool. Let's first live stream of the year. Well, small lunch break, and I just did a whole shitload of work. So right now I need a break, and we could really use a live stream. So this first one of the year. All right. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Not even just like the first one. This is probably the first one it was. When is the last time I live streamed? Last time I live streamed was 3 months. It was over 3 months ago, and it was barely even a live stream. I kind of just wanted to put something up on the channel, but I didn't have anything going on. It was October 5th. Okay, it was just a little over 3 months ago. Okay, and I wanted to put something up on the channel because I needed something, but I didn't have anything to post, and I was also in school, so I thought maybe just start streaming the episodes that were important to the channel and stuff. Because why not? Hello, Ivano Vukovic. Sorry if I didn't say that right. So I guess I can open up the floor to Q&A. There was only like 2 people watching at this very moment, but hope that picks up. Oh, I wish I had more to say. Okay, well, something we could talk about also here is the future of the channel. I put a community tab voting thing to vote for if we should do like a Superverse Direct, like Nintendo Direct, and most people wanted that. So this year is a really important year for me and for the channel because 2020 was a really big jump in the channel. We made how many subs in 2020? We made 6.8 thousand, over 6.8 thousand. So the exact number is 6,842. That's a lot. That's over half the channel size. And what was really important about that was the amount we increased in revenue, subs, views, all that kind of stuff without even posting as many animations. I think the most animations I posted in a year, 2019. I think I posted the most then. I mean, it was really rough because I didn't have a Mexican out for over a year, and it was like a year and a day from the last one that was posted, and that sucked because I wanted that earlier, and I wanted to have Happy Death Day out in December. That didn't happen. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to do last year, and I didn't have a chance to, but we still did really well, and I think it's awesome. And the more we grow, the more I'm able to do stuff, the more equipment we've bought and whatnot, and from that we've also gotten. Hi, Ivano Lukovic. Yes, I say you. We've just been able to get a lot more equipment and just increase our animation quality and just put more time into it. Because the more time it takes out of it is the more time it's taking out of my day overall. Which I don't mind normally, but I have other stuff going on. And then the more money this makes, the more I can make it close to a priority. Because this is a very big priority to me. But there's school, life, girlfriend, friends, chores, so I can just anything, work. And I'm barely working at the restaurant I'm at right now because our hours have been cut so badly. So any money I've been making off here, I've even put towards Christmas presents this year. Hello, Fleurine Eperek. I don't know how to say that, sorry. So I want to do a lot with the channel this year. I already have plans for 3 videos to be coming out this month, possibly 4. I'm figuring out how I want to do the direct because it's like every year, every month I'm promising this video, not promising, but I'm saying at least this video is going to come out then. Like Happy Death Day was originally slated like beginning of last year, possibly, and it was actually slated this summer. Then it was slated for October. Then I was slating it for December, and now I'm slating it for mid-March to April release. And I think that one I can actually do. And now that I'm also having more experience with it, just better skills overall with everything, and just having more equipment and time for this, which more time for this is pushing it. I have 2 internships and stuff like that, so busy as fuck. I'd like to eventually be able to make this a full-on job type of deal, which is a long shot, but people do it. If people didn't do it, YouTube wouldn't be what it is. And everyone wants to be that. Say hi, okay, hi Ivano. Like everyone wants to do that, and I know it's hard just to even think about that because it's such a stretch of a goal. But people do it. Look at Mr. Beast. Look at Scott the Woz. Look at all these different creators. Whether it's 1 million subs like Scott or it's 50 million like Mr. Beast, they started somewhere. And, you know, obviously I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket on this because my end goal in my career is I want to work in animation like a studio or something. But I would not ever mind having my own studio and creating work solely for the channel and doing all these live action skits and everything we've been doing. I really enjoy doing stuff like this. So I guess the whole point of me streaming is not even just the fact that we haven't done it in a while. I want to thank everyone for their support of last year. I know last year was a rough one, and I'm sure something that contributed to it was the fact that people were staying home, and we're on YouTube a lot, which makes sense. But I hope to keep a strong, steady curve, upwards, going forward in the next few years. And I'm hoping this year, I think everything increased by 100. I think it was 1,000% better, or 10,000% better in some of our statistics than the previous year. And even the numbers increased at the beginning of the year before COVID hit. So we were still making views and revenue before then. And I want to take this time to identify the things I want to do, and I will be addressing in the direct coming up. We're probably going into a little more details. SpongeBob and Happy Death Day is a must for this year. I want to attempt to get 2 episodes of Mexican out. Happy Death Day will be split into 2 parts, just for time, simplicity, and whatnot. Unless maybe I'm on a roll, then maybe I'll do the whole thing at once, but I doubt it. I think it would be easier to break it up into 2 different videos. I'd like to be able to interact with fans more. I think doing live stream specials like I did for the 4,000K special where I had fans call in was a good one. I think that went really well. People really like that. The live action stuff obviously doesn't get as much attention as anything that's labeled SpongeBob. But hi Kingsley. But I think it's important to be branching this channel off into different directions. I want to be able to do multiple things, multiple shows. I don't want to be just sticking to SpongeBob because as much as I love being known as the guy who made the SpongeBob series where the Dragon Ball demon fucking sexually assaults them, that's not what. Shut up, Kingsley. I see your comment. So as much as I love that series and whatnot, I'd like to take a little more professional approach too, and I like these raunchy comedy type of series. I like these over the edge type of stuff, but I think it's important that we also keep our focus on realistic types of content too. Like I think stuff like that I can still continue, like in SpongeBob Happy Death Day, but I don't want this channel just to be remembered as SpongeBob getting fucking raped or any of the sort. Okay, it's not cool. I mean, it was a fun series. It's a funny series. It's gonna live on forever in the channel. Probably even do remasters of it years in the future, just to improve because it was my first video, and just to show the improvements. But I don't want it to be the channel's staple. I want everything to be its staple. I want it to be held together by every video. I want every video to have its own audience, and if anything, all the videos having a combined audience, if possible. Like, take SMG4, for example. His main thing is the blooper videos. But then, he has Meta Runner. And Meta Runner does great, but does it have as much attention as SMG4? Not really. But people still love it. And, that's why I wanted to start doing Mexican and all these other things I want to do. So that way there's a multitude of things we can go to on the channel. Paul and I have been developing other ideas too, in terms of like parody shorts too, because Meat Canyon is popular, and I've always wanted to do different things of the shows I like growing up. And he does a lot of fun stuff. He's also doing his own animated series right now, and that's performing well. And we're planning to do a Danny Phantom animation. We're planning to do an Adventure Time animation. Those are hopefully coming up in the second half of the year, if not the summer. Hello, Myron Fleet. So, there's a lot of different things I want to do, and I think you can go a lot of different directions. But the main goal of this year is to keep that trend going up. We're just getting higher and higher with views, revenue, etc. and then eventually be selling. Like, we have merch on the channel. You can go to the link below. But what I really want to try to achieve here is a lot. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that either, Myron. How is it 4 watching and there's 12K subs? I don't know either. But I think what I really want to say right now is thank you for everything last year, and I hope we keep this trend, because if we keep the trend, more videos will come out faster. And I know everyone says that. I know I've even said that. And it's honestly true. We've had quicker videos done. We've had more videos done. We've had higher quality things done. And, when you put all those things together, it's also going to take longer. So no matter what you're doing. So I know I'm like stopping a lot, like reiterating, but it's just really important to emphasize the fact that we have close to 13,000 subs. And by the end of the year, I want to be able to double that number. I know it's a stretch, but people do it. People have done it, and they will continue to doing it, to be doing it. So thank you, Myron Tate. I'm glad you love the content. It's good to meet you too. But I want to say thank you guys for watching this, and the floor is open to questions too. I just want to open the video up a little more serious about the fact that this is amazing what we did this year, and thank you for all the support. It's been a crazy year, obviously, for everyone, and I would love to be able to be paying college bills. I'd love to be able to move out on my own and have my own place, so I can actually focus on videos even more, and then also maybe even turn the place into a studio. I have all this new equipment. I'd love to be able to set it up in a big studio space. Right now, my bedroom is my office, and Paul's basement's my recording set whenever I need to do anything live action. So, and also, if you guys want to ever see anything, have suggestions, drop them in the comments in the future. We'll even give you a shout out over it. I try to be very interactive with the audience, and again, thank you for everything last year, and I hope it continues, because I have a lot of really good ideas coming up this year. At least an episode of Mexico and Happy Death Day premiering. Maybe finish up the Carl Chronicles episode 1 just to get it out there, which was like an anime thing based off of SMG4 Hobo Bros series. Long story, and I just never finished it because it was taking up so much time, and it just wasn't easy for me at the time. But now I have a little bit more equipment and experience. I might be able to. So yeah, and I would like to be taking different directions with different shows too, in terms of doing more parodied cartoons, not just SpongeBob. So that's all I really had to say. I wish I had a little bit more, but yeah, big thank you to everyone, and let's keep it going up. Floor is open to questions. I'm going to be live streaming for the next 10 more minutes, and I'll try to keep a little bit of the conversation going if there's no questions being asked, but you're free to ask anything. Oh yeah, also I'm thinking maybe having like you got more, just think. I don't understand how there's like 12,000 people following this channel, and then like per video, this is the thing I never got. You have almost 13,000 people following this channel. Okay, 4 Idiots Experience the Pains of Childbirth got 189 views in a week. Okay, the first day it got a considerable amount. I don't expect 12,000 people to all watch it once. But like, how do I only have that little bit? How does Mexico only have 862 views? How does Happy Death Day teaser, which is 13 seconds long, have 425 views? And that was not a full video. The Mr. Lawrence interview, I get why it's high, but I also don't know why it's that low if I have this many people following the goddamn channel. YouTube views don't make sense to me. If I have that many people, why aren't that many people watching? Or at least a fraction of it. This is a fraction of a fraction. Not that I'm not grateful for you guys here. People watch live streams if you're not big. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm sure more people will come in and watch this later on. This is more just, if you have questions, you can ask them. I like interacting with you guys. We haven't done a live stream in a while, but also just to address some things, say thank you, and hope for the best for this year. Because I just have so much bullshit going on right now. And I know I would have... See, if I was making In some months I've made very close amounts to what I make at my restaurant job right now, mostly because of how little work I've been able to get. So that's one entire night of work that I could dedicate to this. I could sit down and instead of going to work for 4 hours or 5 hours and making like $50 a night, um, I'm making so far. I think I've made over $50 this week on in the first week of January. So if that kind of trend keeps continuing, I might be able to just stop doing that, and then I can dedicate those hours specifically to this, uninterrupted, because then it would be work hours. I could, and like I said, I'd like to be able to move out, but for the time being, I'd be like, oh look, I'm working, I'm making money, so you can't interrupt me. So yeah, how old are you? 18. I'll be 19 this year. So it would be nice to be able to do something like that, because I want to dedicate time to this. It's deserved for you guys, myself, and the channel itself. It's gonna go somewhere someday, I know, but for now we're still smaller. Well, yeah, I'd like to be able to go full time on YouTube eventually. I think it's completely possible. I think we are in a good trend, and I don't think it's going to happen overnight. So I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket here. I'm still working towards career work. So I'm not dropping out of school to do this, but I don't know. I mean, you know what? In the next few months, when I'm done with my first year here, I'd have two more left. If I'm making like bank on this by the time like the next school year rolls around, then maybe. Uh, but I don't know how realistic that would be. I like to keep my hopes high, but I like to be realistic as much as I can. Although, if you ask my mother, I'm the most unrealistic person she knows, but that's irrelevant. But yeah, so I mean, in the time in the year so far, we've made already over 100 subscribers, and that's 11 days in, which sounds like a lot probably to some people because it's hard. It was really hard starting out. You get like maybe a subscriber a month, but honestly, I wish we are doing a little bit more than 100 a week. But then it's a nice steady number. If I had 100, so let's say I made like 350 a month, so 350 times 12. Let's see where I'd be. That's only 4,200. Actually, less than I made last year. What the? Yeah, this would. Yeah, I would like to go full time, but it is what it is right now. I'd like to be able to make this more than a hobby because right now I'm working to do art and animation as a career, but doing it this way would be even better because then I could be my own boss. I could work with my own team. I could set my own regulation standards, and then I eventually would want to like sell a show to like Nickelodeon or something, but then I worry they're gonna screw it over, or it's like if they buy the rights to it, and like what if it like just never even airs? Like, would I not be allowed to touch Mexico ever again? Like that would really fucking suck. And unless it's as in the contract, yeah, you can have the rights back whenever you want. I don't think I'd be able to go ahead and just go for it, Yes, you were the first person here. I have 155K on episode 6. Oh yeah, that's another thing. A lot of the paranormal activity videos, I think half of them are demonetized. And I'm not complaining about anything else because some of them are not demonetized, some of them are still monetized. I'm not complaining about that. So I hope that's not why maybe we should look into this. But honestly, I think I actually be making a lot more money. Like I don't want to bank, like I said, on this paranormal activity series because of what it is. I'd like to be able to expand more and not just have that be the binding staples of the channel. I'd like to have more content so it's not only that for years. But I honestly would be making a lot more money if Paranormal Activity, I think 6, 1, 3, and I think it was the complete first season, all that shit, that's all demonetized. And that sucks because Paranormal Activity 6 had the best performance rate when it came out. But it got demonetized not long after at all. It was very, very quick. Let me look right now. I can tell you. It's Activity 6, first season, Episode 3 and Episode 1, yeah. And then I originally had all the first 5 episodes compiled together. So before Episode 6 came out, because I wanted to like hype people up, and that had the highest view rate on my channel for a long time. And I got demonetized too, so that didn't make me anything. That fucking sucked really badly. So that you should get a group of friends and make your own thing. Well, that's what I'm kind of doing right now. This channel is run solely by me, but Paul, my best friend, has been more like an investor. He's been really trying to help out. He's bringing ideas to the table, which is great, and I really appreciate him helping with that. The only problem is I'm the only animator on the team. I'm the only one who knows how to write a script. I'm the only one who knows how to do the editing, who has these connections and whatnot, which, a lot of that wouldn't be that big of a deal if I had at least one other animator, or if I had one other editor. I'm gonna try to teach Paul how to edit. I feel like that's not gonna be the easiest thing. It's not like I taught myself, and it's not horrible to teach. I don't know, but just do games like others do. Well, that's the thing. I would love to do games and stuff too, but then my streaming and recording and stuff like that, it's not top notch right now. That's what I would like editors for. I like to be able to do a whole multitude of things. But what I really need right now is more people on the team, but I can't pay anyone. So it's not like I can be like, hey, I'm hiring. I can't expect people to work for free. I mean, it's like saying, hey, can you do this animation for free? And I don't ever do that because, one, why would I? I'd rather be paid. I need money. I'm not fucking Elon Musk over here. And then on top of all that, it's just, I can't ask people to do things for free like that. As someone myself who's an artist, an animator, and whatnot, I just know what it's like, and it's stupid. The only time I've ever done free stuff is like for friends, and barely at that, because it's just a lot of work, especially when it comes to animations. Like I've done pet portraits and stuff like that for commissions and whatnot, and I get paid pretty well from them. But then it's like they take a while also, so I try not to do those for free. But when it comes to animation takes a long time just to set up. And if you've seen my videos, they aren't professional. Like, I'm not gonna come out here and say I'm Walt fucking Disney, but I'm not gonna say I'm absolute garbage. But no Walt Disney in this piece. But even if they were, I mean, it still takes time, and throughout history, animators are always screwed over how much they get paid or don't get paid. And there's only so much I can do about that. I have a lot going on, and I would like to be able to do stuff like that and make money. But at the same time, I hope all this makes sense to any degree. Well, thank you, Myrante. That means a lot. So we'll keep this live stream going on for just a couple more minutes, but then I gotta get back to class and doing stuff. Actually, you know what? That's the goal. I probably gotta keep going now. I want to say thank you guys to everyone who watched. I really appreciate this, Myron, and I'm glad you guys stuck through for most of it. You guys are great. Hope you guys have had a nice New Year's and Christmas and whatnot, and I hope you guys look forward to what's going on in the future. I hope to be uploading as much as I can. I'd really like to get more views, a lot more subs. Not even for my own personal benefit, because this is never about my personal benefit. This is just like, I like having my own community. I like having you guys like my work and being able to make my work. And I know this is the typical thing to say. The more you sub, the more you like, you share that, you hit that share button, I'll grow bigger. It's cliche, but it's also true. And I hate saying shit like that, but the more I grow, the more it's going to benefit you guys in the end. Merch, more shows, more everything. So, thanks for watching. Happy New Year.